5.8 million views and over 1,700 comments confused by how Clavicular made her obsessed in under 30 seconds while barely talking. The secret lies in the persuasion weapon called liking theory. But before we break down the hidden strategy behind it, I'm Victor Milano. I have one of the fastest growing dating Instagrams right now. I'm the founder of the Gentleman's Society, where we've helped hundreds of men. Many, like Dennis, go from no dates in the last 6 months to a girlfriend in under 3 weeks.
What is that smell?
Damn, you're like by yourself maxing. I feel bad. You okay?
What is that
I'm
smell?
fine. My friend's over there. I'm just people watching.
I just had to make sure you're not like alone.
2 psychological strategies he's implementing. He's checking in on her, making sure she's fine, which makes him feel like a caring guy. Girls like men that care for them, protect them. So he instantly triggers the liking part of the brain. The other more dark strategy he's implementing, obviously not consciously, is called qualification theory. By pointing out the fact she's all alone, she subconsciously feels like a loser and starts proving herself to him. And by proving herself to him, her brain assumes she likes him because humans don't prove themselves to someone they don't like. Obviously, he's using it ethically because he's being genuine and checking in on her. If you purposely went in with that mindset, it'd be extremely unethical. So don't do it. In the Gentleman's Society, I show you how to use qualification theory properly without being disingenuous. If you want to check it out, I'll link at the top of the description and I'll pin a comment.
No, I'm okay.
Alright, that's good.
How's your day?
It's going good.
Where are you from?
Huge mistake. When you approach a girl, the number one force you're fighting against is her feeling uncomfortable and afraid. Girls are weaker than men, and since little kids, they've been told stranger danger. So when a guy goes up to them, their brain instantly jumps to fear. You must counteract this force. I explain in deep detail in the approach formula how to do this, but one of the 5 strategies is to get on her eye level. When you're hovering over her, how he is, you're way more likely to kick on her fight or flight response to spark her guard. And if her guard is up, she's not open to being flirted with, meaning she'll never actually like you, even if she's physically interested. So the solution is simple. Sit down next to her and get on her eye level. You also want to avoid the direct gaze threat, but I won't go into that in this video. You can check out the detailed explanation inside the Gentleman's Society, link in bio.
Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, I go to school in Long Island.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
far.
Psychological attraction trigger. What he does here kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 1, it makes her brain feel like they're not strangers. And number 2, it raises her attraction. So, simply put, her comfort goes up and her interest is sparked. But how? One of the most powerful sales strategies professionals use is they point out things they have in common with the potential customer. It's the same thing in dating. They find out they're both from Jersey and their hometown is near each other. And even though consciously this is pretty irrelevant, the brain takes a shortcut and it assumes that since they have this thing in common, they must also be compatible. So not only does her comfort grow because they no longer feel like strangers, since they're both from the same hometown, her attraction also grows. To 10x the force behind this, you simply stack up commonalities. You point out things you genuinely have in common. If you lie and make stuff up, you're evil, and evil is going to come back on you 10 times harder. If you don't have that many things in common with the girl, then she's probably not the right match for you, and it's best to walk away anyways. That being said, there is a way to use the opposite traits you have with a girl to also spark attraction. I call this qualification theory, and I explain how to ethically implement it in the Gentleman's Society.
It's pretty far.
Not really. Jersey and Long Island?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty far. But anyway, I'm just making sure you're having a good time.
I'm fine.
Quick sneak peek of the qualification theory. He says that's pretty far. In reality, it's like only 15 minutes away. But what this does is it opens a hoop. She can either jump through the hoop, falling into his frame, or avoid it and just agree with him. Yeah, it is really far. But what happens here is by saying that's really far when it obviously isn't, and she starts saying no, it's not, subconsciously she's proving herself to him. She's proving it's actually not that far. And if she's proving herself to him, qualifying herself, her brain shortcuts to I like him. We don't prove ourselves to people we don't like. To use this genuinely and ethically, point out things you're unsure about in the girl playfully. Example, how often you work out, girl? Oh, well, I haven't worked out in 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, well, why not? And then she's gonna start telling you why not and prove herself to you. And what happens is you find out she's actually your match and she starts liking you more because she's subconsciously qualifying herself to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's that? You want some of the Hennessy?
Horrific. He pulls up the weather app and tries acting cool. You want some of the Hennessy? Because he runs out of things to say. I know this happens to you really often. You want to implement the approach scripts I explain in the Gentleman's Society and the questions I teach you and the 28 questions that lead to love, which are tested and proven questions that quite literally release love hormones in the girl's mind. I can't explain it all in a quick video, but simply put, when you run out of things to say, find something you're curious about and dig deeper. Use one of the 28 questions in the Gentleman's Society. society. This has the girl open up even more, grows her comfort, and gets her to associate positive emotions, questions elicit, with you. That being said, if you're looking to hook up, lie, manipulate, don't join the Gentleman's Society. I'm gonna kick you out. I just kicked out 2 people. If you're looking to present the attractive qualities you already have in the best way possible, I'll see you in there. Stay blessed.